gingerbread sex dolls. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Good morrow, me old chipolatas, and welcome to a very special Christmas-themed colouring tutorial. Now, instead of sodding around and colouring bits and pieces of it, I'm going to colour the whole thing. You're going to see the full Monty. So pay attention, me little scrotums, because I'm only doing it once. Now, because it's a Christmas-themed tutorial, I'm going to be colouring a very Christmassy picture. And just a nice little weirdo surrogate family moment. You see, when Baxter isn't engaged in some sort of villainous activity, or screaming and shouting at everyone, or kicking puppies, deep down inside, he's still a complete twat, but he can still find the time to read Emiko's favourite bedtime story, Postman Pratt. And so, Postman Pratt went all around the village delivering letters, parcels, poll tax reminders, and gas bills. Everybody hated him. I've actually got my dad to thank for that line, because he used to read me these stories when we were really little, and he used to make up all his own words when he was reading them. It was so funny. I might get an audio of that pretty soon, just to share some laughs with you, but let's get on with the colouring rubbish, shall we? Now, I usually colour the characters first, but in case of, backgrounds like this, which are quite detailed, I usually go for them first. Now, I'm going to be doing the fire in, wait for it, watercolour pencils. Yeah, you never thought I used these, did you? Well, to be honest, I haven't used them in a while. I think for about a year, since I got my markers. And these are quite, well, some of them are quite old. These ones, my mum's had them for about, well, since before I was born, so yeah, these are pretty special to me, but these ones I got about 3 years ago, I think, 3 years ago. And for all you nerds out there who are interested in the brand names, these ones, the little grey ones, these are Derwent, I think. Let's have a look at the... yeah, as you can see, it's quite old. They're Rexel Derwent watercolour. These ones, the newer ones, these are Supracolour 2 Soft Caran d'Ache. Ooh, more French words. Ugh. And I'm also going to be using this watercolour brush. Now, this is quite a special thing because it actually comes with its own water barrel, so you don't have to keep dipping it in the water. It's still pretty moist, as the actress said to the bishop. Okay, let's start with a bit of yellow and make some fiery. I'm going to go over the tights because they're opaque. I'm going over these because, well, these are those plastic packs that you get with beer cans, and that's Oscar's stocking. These are Catherine's little stocking. Yeah, she wants loads of presents. She's a spoilt bitch, a bit like me. There's a cute little Emiko's bunny socks. And why she's put 2 up there? Maybe they'll multiply and get lots of bunny socks. So she might get lots of presents. That's cartoon logic there. Of course, the big sock is Baxter's. He's also a spoilt bastard. And down on the fire is Murphy Law's sock. Add a bit of red onto here. This is going to look way better once I've... well, hopefully it's going to look way better once I've added a bit of water to it. Looks more like a clump of hair than a fire, if anything. I fail so much. Perhaps a bit more yellow. And now, whoop-de-doo for the fun part. Just gotta squeeze thing out. Oh yeah, that looks better already. Well, hey! Gonna add a little fire onto Murphy's sock. He won't be getting any toiky boygers in his stocking. I'll tell you that for now. Oh god, I can't draw fire. I'm a failure as a cartoonist and at life. I guess this is what they mean by that Christmas depression thing. I suppose I should have done those logs on the fire first. Oh well. I'll do them now. Logs. Oh, isn't this exciting? E. Da 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 da. That was the log song. Thank you. Well, that's the fire done for now, and it looks like shit. Now, the good thing about markers is that they pretty much go with most mediums, really, especially with watercolour pencils, which I find that they're most compatible with. And they go on opaque, so I'll demonstrate by colouring in Kitty's tights. See, circles again, so you get a nice smooth finish. So you can see it, the fire shows through, which is the effect I wanted, because, you know, in real life tights are opaque. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that effect. That's pretty cool. Yay for me. So, as not to bore your bollocks off, or ovaries off if you're a girl watching this, I've gone ahead and coloured the fire and some of the stockings. It was all done with watercolour pencils and a bit of marker just for touch-ups. And now we get on to the exciting part, or as exciting as I can make it, colouring the characters. Yay! As always, I start with the skin first and work my way out. We'll start with my trusty old Copics. Well, they're not so trusty now. I think this one's running out on me a bit, but oh well. I always nag me mother for some more for Christmas. I'm going to leave the edges a bit white. You'll see why in a minute. I usually don't add this much detail into a picture, but you know, as it's Christmas, I've decided to treat you all. For Baxter's skin, I used a Copic Barley Beige E11. And for Emiko, I'll use Skin White E00, which is probably running out on me by now. And for a little blush, I add let's get that in. The camera's not all blurry. R01 Pinkish White. Ooh. Just add on the nose and just on her adorable little pink cheeks. Just want to pinch them. Eee, so cute. Yeah, I act like a complete retard when I see something cute. She's probably the cutest character that I have. The rest of them are all just ugly bastards. She's the only one that looks nice. And thinks nice. But she's being trained to be a villain, so that just will not do. She's learning to be evil and sneaky and all that bollocks. But it'll probably never happen. Well, it might not. I honestly don't know what I have in store for these characters. I don't know how it's all going to end, but well, that's a long way off because I only created them about last year. Actually, no, I created them around 2005 or late 2005, early 2006, but I didn't start drawing them until late 2007. And yeah, that's really how they came about.